Why does it feel like forever since I've done a video about A Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones? Well, today I am, and we're talking about dragons. So, everyone knows Balerion the Black Dread, the dragon of the Conqueror, the most famous of Targaryen dragons. They were hatched in old Valyria, and Balerion was one of 5 dragons that the Targaryens took with them when they fled 12 years before the Doom. In the case of Balerion, we know that he was named after an old god worshipped back in the day in the days of the Valyrian freehold. But we don't know the names of the other 4 dragons, but I think more than likely they would also have been named after other Valyrian gods. Seems likely. We know that in Valyria, the Targaryens were one of around 40-ish dragon-riding families. The Targaryens, they were not the biggest or the best. That all came later. They were somewhere in the middle. They were doing pretty good, given that they had dragons, and not everyone did. But there were other, bigger, more influential dragon-riding families above the Targaryens. At the time the Targaryens left Valyria, they were headed by this man, Aenar Targaryen. History tells us this tale that Aenar's daughter Daenerys had a dream, that she saw these prophetic visions, that one day Valyria would be destroyed. And she was right. It happens 12 years later, the Doom of Valyria, a cataclysmic event that basically wipes Valyria off the map. We are told that Aenar is so moved by what his daughter tells him that this is what makes him decide to pack up the family and their dragons and leave Valyria for good. So they leave Valyria, the continent of Essos, and they travel to Dragonstone, the furthest, most western part of the existing freehold. Aenar became the first Lord of Dragonstone. Now, we don't know if Aenar rode a dragon, but I think chances are he probably did. We don't know if Daenerys rode a dragon, but I think it's highly likely that she probably did. She had a brother named Gaemon, who she eventually married and had children with. I think there's a decent chance they all rode dragons. Maybe one of them rode Balerion. Whatever the truth is of who rode which dragon, or if they rode any of them, that's been lost to the histories. But Daenerys the Dreamer did write a book, and it's called Signs and Portents, and it's all about these dreams, these prophetic dreams that she has. And I think there's a chance that she probably wrote down the names of the different Targaryen dragons. Now, most people think that Daenerys' book has been lost to history. Enter Archmaester Marwyn. He is an Archmaester of the Citadel with a very keen interest in dragons. And Marwyn, amongst many things, he wrote a book, and it was called The Book of Lost Books. And he claims to have found 3 pages of Daenerys' book. Now, the names of the other dragons have not yet been revealed. We might never know. Might not be important to the story. Or maybe there are more pages of Daenerys the Dreamer's book out there.